Jewels of Egypt and the Nile, a first-person travel journal by Alice Phillips. Day 1, Cairo arrival, touchdown in the land of pharaohs. As soon as I stepped off the plane at Cairo International Airport, a warm breeze greeted me, tinged with desert dust and distant history. My tour manager was right there waiting, gracious, smiling, and handling everything. Within minutes, I was gliding through Cairo's dusty golden glow in an air-conditioned coach, watching minarets silhouette against the setting sun. At the hotel, I checked in effortlessly, a quick briefing over some mint tea, and then blissful collapse into a soft bed with thoughts of pyramids swirling in my head. 10 summary of the day. First breath of Cairo, warm, chaotic, thrilling. Day 2, the pier towering and silent. They seemed less like man-made monuments and more like eternal parts of the earth. I stood beneath the Sphinx, tracing the lines of its enigmatic face with my eyes, wondering what secrets it still guards. After the Valley Temple, we lunched at a local spot. Spicy kofta, creamy hummus, and warm baladi bread that felt like it had just come from a grandmother's oven. Then came the Grand Egyptian Museum, still not officially open, but we got a sneak peek. Artifacts shimmered under soft lighting, and I caught my breath more than once. There, within arm's length, were treasures, thousands of years old, still glowing with splendor. Summary of the day. Standing at the feet of giants, past and present. Day 3, Cairo to Luxor, temples and floating palaces. Up early and off to the airport for a flight to Luxor. As soon as we landed, we transferred to our Nile cruise ship, which felt more like a floating boutique hotel. Elegant, cool, and breezy. After lunch on deck, with the Nile quietly flowing beside us, we visited Karnak Temple. The sheer size of its columns made me feel like an edent in a pharaoh's world. At Luxor Temple, I wandered through colonnades as the sun dipped low, painting everything in amber. Dinner back on board, gentle live music, and the river rocking me into serenity. Summary of the day, Karnak's columns stole my breath and my heart. Day 4, Luxor cruise excursions into the Valley of Kings. I woke up early, heart pounding. Today was the day, Valley of the Kings. Standing in front of the tomb entrances gave me goosebumps. Inside, the painted walls were vivid beyond belief. I felt like a trespasser in someone else's eternity. Next was the stunning Temple of Hatshepsut, its terraces perched against cliffs like a queen's dream carved in stone. We also stopped at the Colossi of Memnon, those 2 lonely giants staring forever toward the east. Lunch on board, then we set sail for Edfu. I watched the banks of the Nile slip by as the lights softened, sipping hibiscus tea on the upper deck. Summary of the day. Whispers of kings, echoes of queens, history that never felt so alive. Day 5, Edfu and Kom Ombo, gods and crocodiles. Today started with a horse-drawn carriage ride to Edfu Temple. Morning light filtered through pylons as we explored the Temple of Horus. So perfectly preserved, it felt like the priests had just stepped out for coffee. By afternoon, we reached Kom Ombo. The twin temple was mesmerizing. One side for Sobek the crocodile god, the other for Horus. Sobek's crocodile mummies made me shiver and check the Nile for movement. We sailed on to Aswan, golden light shimmering on the water as we dined under stars. Whoa, summary of the day. Gods, falcons, crocodiles, a wild ride through divine architecture. Day 6, Aswan, obelisks and Isis's sanctuary. After breakfast, we explored Aswan. The unfinished obelisk was a surprise, massive and cracked, abandoned in its quarry like an ancient in-progress message. At Philae Temple, I was enchanted. The island setting, the breeze, the quiet dignity of Isis's sanctuary. It was like a temple rising from a dream. Back on board, we savored our last dinner cruise side, the night air filled with quiet joy and the distant rhythm of Nubian drums. Summary of the day. If peace had a place, it would be Philae. Day 7. Return to Cairo. Optional wonders. We disembarked after breakfast and flew back to Cairo. I passed on the optional Abu Simbel tour, choosing instead a quiet afternoon to sip mint tea, browse local shops, and people watch near the hotel. A woman in a red hijab winked at me as she passed, and I smiled, already feeling a strange kinship to this layered, mysterious city. Summary of the day. Letting the magic settle in. Day 8. Farewell, Cairo, until we meet again. Breakfast. Final photos. Hugs with fellow travelers who now felt like old friends. My heart was heavy as I boarded the airport transfer. Egypt had seeped into my soul. Its golden light, its ancient echoes, its warm people. Summary of the day. Egypt isn't a place you visit. It's a place that stays with you forever.